In a bold move that has sent shockwaves through the nation, the Trump administration has unleashed a legal assault on Illinois, Chicago, and Cook County, targeting their sanctuary policies that dare to defy federal immigration enforcement. This lawsuit, filed on Thursday, accuses these jurisdictions of deliberately obstructing federal efforts to crack down on illegal immigration, igniting a fierce battle over the very soul of our nation's immigration system. The administration's lawsuit argues that the sanctuary policies in question, such as the Illinois Trust Act and Chicago's Welcoming City Ordinance, brazenly violate the Constitution's Supremacy Clause, which dictates that federal law trumps state and local statutes. By restricting local law enforcement from cooperating with federal immigration authorities, these policies are accused of creating safe havens for those who flout our nation's laws. Attorney General Pam Bondi did not mince words, declaring, "We will not stand idly by as state and local leaders put politics above public safety. The Department of Justice is committed to ensuring that our nation's laws are enforced uniformly, and we will hold accountable those who seek to obstruct federal immigration enforcement." This legal onslaught marks the administration's first major offensive against Democratic-led cities and states that have dared to oppose the use of local law enforcement in federal immigration matters. Chicago, a city that has long prided itself on its sanctuary status, now finds itself in the crosshairs of a federal government determined to dismantle protections for undocumented immigrants. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker fired back, vowing to defend the state's laws that prioritize fighting crime over what he described as the federal government's overreach into civil immigration enforcement. The bipartisan Illinois Trust Act, signed into law by a Republican governor, has always been compliant with federal law and still is today, Pritzker asserted. "We look forward to seeing them in court." As this high-stakes legal drama unfolds, the nation watches with bated breath. The outcome of this lawsuit could redefine the balance of power between federal authority and local autonomy, setting a precedent that will reverberate through the annals of American jurisprudence. Will the Trump administration succeed in its quest to dismantle sanctuary policies, or will Illinois and Chicago stand their ground against what they perceive as federal overreach? The battle lines are drawn, and the fight for the future of our nation's immigration policy has begun. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson, who did not immediately respond to requests for comment, has defended the city's sanctuary laws. He and other mayors plan to testify next month at a congressional hearing on sanctuary cities. In recent months, Chicago has helped host trainings for people to learn their rights when it comes to immigration agents and publicize the information at public transit stations citywide. Illinois Democratic-governed J.B. Pritzker, one of Trump's most vocal critics, said the state has always complied with the law. Unlike Donald Trump, Illinois follows the law, Pritzker's office said in a statement. Instead of working with us to support law enforcement, the Trump administration is making it more difficult to protect the public, just like they did when Trump pardoned the convicted January 6th violent criminals. The lawsuit also names Cook County, where Chicago is located, and its sheriff. Messages left Thursday for Cook County Board President Tony Preckwinkle and Cook County Sheriff Tom Dart were not immediately returned.